All right, brother, welcome to the Pull 2 workout. Similar to the Pull 1 workout, we're going to be doing all pulling muscles today, with the exception of a couple different exercises and different muscle groups. So what we're going to focus on is the back of the shoulders, which are called the rear delts. We're going to focus on your abs, the adductors on the inside of your legs, and then your hamstring muscles. Now, with other workouts, we train different parts of the shoulder. We've done the front and the side both in push 1 and push 2 days. Now we're going to do the backs of the shoulders, which is more of a pulling movement, okay? Because you're pulling your arms open. We're going to do this on the pec deck machine. Now, you'll remember that we actually did a chest exercise on this as well. The difference is going to be where we place our hands, and then also where we position the arms. So we could focus instead on the backs of our shoulders instead of our chest, all right? So you're gonna pull those handles and you're gonna go all the way in with them. All the way in, just like that. We're gonna make sure the seat's positioned to where our arms are straight out in front of us. We don't want it to be too high or too low. We're gonna have a seat, and we're gonna put our hands on the top handles, the ones that go horizontally. So put your hands on the horizontal handles, and then we're going to be opening up the back and trying to pinch the back of our shoulders. Nice and slow. And then coming back to a big squeeze. And this is where the muscle's being flexed. And then nice and slow on the stretch back. One more time here. Opening up. Big pinch in the back of the shoulders there. And real slow on the way back. So with this exercise, I want you to do 4 sets of about 8 to 10 reps. Let's jump to the next exercise. All right, brother, up next, we're gonna be doing a decline sit-up. Now, if you don't have a decline bench inside your gym, it is okay to do this flat on the floor. The same principles will apply. Now, when you're doing the decline sit-up, it's important, you don't want it all the way up, okay? You don't want it all the way up here, at least when you're starting off. It's just too advanced for you, and you're not gonna feel it too well in your abs, okay? What we're gonna wanna start with, however, is just a slight decline. So if your decline bench can adjust, you want it to be about in the halfway position. So we're gonna pop in here and we're gonna do a decline sit-up for our abs. So we pop in, we wanna make sure our legs are nice and snug, so we're kicking our legs against it, make sure our butt's nice and flat. We're gonna put our hands across our chest, go real slow on the way down, and then we're gonna open up our arms at the bottom, because what that'll do is open up our rib cage all the way, and then slowly sit through your movement, okay? Try to squeeze those abs the entire time. So coming down, deep breath in, sitting up, don't throw yourself up. You wanna sit up real slowly. And breathe out on the way up. So one more. Just like that. So you're gonna do 4 sets of 8 to 10 reps of this exercise. Let's jump to the next one. All right, brother, up next, we're gonna be doing a lying hamstring curl. Now, there is different types of hamstring curl machines at your gym. There's seated ones, there's lying ones, and there's even kneeling ones. I would prefer that you use the lying one at least for this split, okay? So we're gonna find a lying leg curl machine, but if you don't have one, message inside the community and we'll see what we can figure out for you. But hamstrings work like your biceps. They flex, right? They bend your knee just like this, right? Now, we did an RDL on the first day, which was a stretching exercise for it. We leaned forward and we stretched the hamstrings. Now what we're gonna do is we're gonna squeeze the hamstrings, just like this, okay? And the way that we're gonna do that is by laying down and doing a hamstring curl. Now, like I said, the machine at your gym may look slightly different from this, but the lying hamstring curls pretty much work all the same. You're gonna wanna make sure that when you put the weight on there, it's not all the way on the heel, but it's not way up on the calf. You want it to be like kind of in between. Okay, so the distance in between the top of your calf and your heel is where you want that pad, so right about there, okay? So we're gonna lay down flat. There's some handles here for grip, and we're gonna push our hips into the seat, and then we're gonna squeeze our hamstrings up, okay? Now, another thing, just like with the leg extensions, look at my toes. You want them to be flexed towards your knees like this. You don't want them like this, then you'll feel it in your calves. You want them to be right here. Okay, so point your toes up towards your knees and squeeze nice and slow. Hold at the top for a second and then go nice and slow on the way down. Okay, these should feel like your bicep muscles when you're training arms and doing curls. Squeeze
Real slow and controlled. We'll do one more here. Squeeze. And real slow coming down.
All right, so with this exercise, I want you to do 4 sets of about 8 to 10 reps. Let's jump to the last exercise. All right, brother, the last exercise we're gonna do for this pull 2 workout is gonna be seated abductions. It's kind of like the abductions, but you're going to the inside this time. So we call these ones the good girls. So what you wanna do is start with the machine fully open like this, step over it. You're to stand in, have a seat, use your hands to bring it in, and then go nice and slow. Squeeze it all the way in, open it all the way up. Squeeze it all the way in and all the way up. You're gonna do 4 sets of 8 to 10 reps with this exercise, and that is going to finish up the pull 2 workout.